Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video.
Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life and I am excited to invite you into my studio and show you my art practice.
Today I am going to be painting on most surfaces in my studio. Things are moving along. I'm trying to resist that middle stage where I'm like, it's so precious. I like this, I don't like that, but I'm paralyzed because I like this, but I don't like that. And so that's another reason why I have many paintings on the go. And I was getting started for the video, and I mean, it's not a disaster in here, but I was looking at the paint bottles kind of left on the table, and I thought, wow, it looks like nobody cleaned up from the party yesterday, and I laughed to myself. But you know, the day of painting is kind of like a party to me, in that it's just a very good time that I enjoy, and I'm just so happy that I can share that with you. So come along and let's get started. I want to capitalize on some of this flowing brush stroke. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next is going to work, but that's never stopped me before. I'm going to take a phthalo blue and indigo. I'm not just sure which one I want, but I'm going to draw some of my lines. I like to do that. I feel like that today, and just see where that takes things. It immediately sets up just a different break on the surface. A little trouble here. And because there are a lot of circles already in the image, in the picture frame, I'm just going to capitalize on that. And see where it goes. I don't really know offhand. I just rely on motor memory and having done this a million times and loving every one of those million times, I have to say. Okay. I'm starting to feel that preciousness. Maybe it's this color. I mean, I don't have to do the same thing on every single image, but just once I get going, I just like to have the urge to continue. So, that's nice. So the indigo, because I've used indigo on the surface, I see the connection now. I'm putting it down on these pieces that have other areas of indigo. And not much more I want to do on these, but I do like the connection. So I'll just finish off some of these and move over to my my work's on the maps, both the writing. I love it when occasionally on the maps with the writing, some of the marks that I've made look, like cursive writing, like they look like letters, and I do like that, adding writing to writing. Here we are on the big maps, and just adding fault lines. And I already have some of these lines on here, but I'm just they've been covered by some of the subsequent paintings, so let me just bring some of them back. Now, while I have this going, I just want to do one little thing here. Just going to use one of my little squeegees. There's my Venus. I like the, so I have a silhouette of the Venus de Milo. Can't go wrong with the Venus de Milo, I've always thought. Well, this could be fabulous, or it could be not so great. So I'm not going to dwell on it because I don't have a camera and I don't want to just kind of like be talking around things you can't see. Very tempting though. Put that down there. And since I have some paint, and this is still the indigo, right? Not the Payne's gray. Yes. All right. So I'll just continue on the maps and make little sails like that. Kind of an homage to Bob Ross and the joy of painting. So now I have to wait for the paint to dry, but this is going in the right direction, I think. Getting some energy moving on those surfaces. Let's see what's on the other side. When they're turned over and facing the wall, the paintings are out of mind, and when they're out of my mind, I'm not worrying about them and I'm not thinking about them. So it's always kind of like a reveal when I turn them around. I go, oh yeah, those. Yeah, I like that. And I do. This is going to be tricky because they do need something, but I haven't decided what. And I'll have to risk some of their deliciousness at this point. It's kind of whimsical with the sails. Oh yeah, and then these guys. I say that because there's talk about a party. These are the party colors. Rather exuberant, festive, summery. You know, as much as I like these and what's going on, I think I'm going to do a similar treatment as I did with these panels. And that is, do I want to do that? So much that I like about them. I mean, I could actually just call them finished right now. And I wouldn't feel like, you know, that was the wrong thing to do. Let me see if just kind of a little anchor somewhere gives them the final push that I'm always looking for. Sometimes it's just a little line that I can create with the squeegee. It's not much. It's almost like I'm trying to see how close I can get to that edge where it just tips over and falls off the cliff. It's very precarious, I have to say. I'm just going to add a few lines in these. There's almost no paint because of the subtlety on the surface, that's been covered with the mostly white. Just a little thing can break that surface. Might be interesting to try one of the other colors that's already there is what I'm thinking. Like the red. Try the vermilion. I don't want it too flashy, but the line should be okay, or just little dots like that. this got some nice drips there. I wasn't enamored with the mark, but I am enamored with the drips. Yeah, this is not the right. It's not the right one. So I'm going to let these percolate for a little bit, and you know what I'm going to do with these is I am going to take them off the. I'm going to take them off the paper. Sorry, take them off the table. Let's see how this goes. Adding just a little stripe there. Oh, that was it. All right, well, the red did work over here. Let me show you. I'm gonna keep these things together, and I'll clean up a little bit now, just so I can show you over here. This is like unwrapping a Christmas present. Now, I put a little bit of paint on there, and ordinarily I would not remove anything you know, with wet paint, but that's so small, and I'm so anxious to see. I forgot that I was going to show you. So I'm going to bring this over here, and I am going to just show you the table as it is, and I'm trying to show, you know, each of these cells, each of these paintings individually, but they're not going to really read very well until I take them off the paper, or I take the tape off the paper. So let me just angle things here, and you can see this is like a real I don't know, it should be some pomp and ceremony. Now, I put glue on, and the glue is going to give me a hard time removing the tape, because the glue is way thicker than the acrylic. So I do have to kind of cut a little bit when I get to the glue spots. Now I don't want to, I'm just holding it here so the tape continues to pull. I don't want to, you know, tear. I mean, it'll happen, but I'm trying to minimize it. It's actually a good method. Yeah, it's actually a good method. Oh gosh. I mean, the next hardest thing for me to do is going to be to decide whether to keep them in the sheets. These are two separate pieces of paper, and once I remove the tape, these individual pieces are going to really just sing. You can see trouble brewing up here. So just hold the blade. If I had a flat, you know, razor blade, the kind used to scrape the windows, glass and things, I would use that. Just this one little spot, and you got it. There we go. And then the next one, I try to do these in the same order. I do rehabilitate. I do recycle the tape. Really, this is just like opening presents. And sometimes I get too excited, you know, and things tear, and I go too fast, or I miss something, but I try to go slow. Can you see from that angle even how, you know, there was certainly paint. There we go. Made a tear there because I wasn't paying attention to the glue. I don't need to cut, I just need to hold the glue side down, the paper, you know, the painting side down, and just pay better attention to the speed with which I'm doing this. I'm almost salivating. I'm just going to remove this so I can show you. Oh, this isn't two paintings. This is one of the long panels. Okay. All right, I'm going to just pause there so I can give you a midway shot. Yeah, I hit a glue spot. And do not follow my own good advice. I mean, it's just masking tape, and I have plenty. And it's not just the glue spot. Sometimes it's just, you know, some area where the acrylic has really been laid down rather thickly, and which is kind of the same as the glue, just creates a more solid bond. All right, so this is the first half. See how nice, I will separate them again, but you can see how the separation just between the paintings where the masking tape was. You know, it's different, it's lighter. There's an edge that's created where the tape was down. Oh, I'm gonna have to end here, and to be continued. So next time I'll finish taking the tape off, and I will separate these, most likely, as lovely as they are as a group. I don't know, I have to see. I put them up on the wall, I take a look. It's all very exciting. So thank you for being here. Now, go make art.
So I'm so happy that you are joining me today, and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day-to-day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape.